Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. And in today's video, I can't believe I'm reviewing this guy already. We are reviewing the brand new 2025 Thailand variant of Grem. Let me just say that again, of Grem. Yes, amazingly, this is already out. Now, for you USA folk, I know Case T is probably just starting to show up right now. I just had a realization. Fuck. How could I bring this guy down and not bring down Acer? I'll get him in a second. So, as you will have seen, I reviewed Acer the other night, obviously. And I probably said in that video, like, oh, can't wait for Grem in a month's time or whatever, you know. And then, for those of you who don't know, Smith's Toys Superstore is a toy store here in the UK. But that following night, the night after I recorded the Acer review, I checked Smith's website for the Case T stuff to see if there was any update that if it was going to come in stock, because they've got Joe Don Jackson, Fishtail, McQueen McShovel, and Grem all up, ready and listed. And I just thought I would check to see if any date was for. It still says to be confirmed 2025, and well, I checked, and look who was up, ready for home delivery. Grem. Now, all four of them were, and I could have easily bought all four, but because I was going out on Saturday, I didn't quite have the money for them, unfortunately. So I'm slightly annoyed because I could have reviewed all the Case T stuff now, but it's fine. I'm oh shit, I nearly dropped them. I'm more than happy to just review Grem for now, because honestly, I did not expect to get him and Acer in the same week. I actually forgot to get Acer. Hold on, I'll just grab him because he's right next to me. There we are. I did not expect to get Grem and Acer in the same week, the new variants, because I got Acer last week out of Smith's in store. He was actually there in stock. Whereas Grem, I was thinking like, oh, Case T's probably going to come out in the UK in like a month's time, but nope. Now, to be fair, Case T could be completely skipped, or we could still be waiting like a good month for it to come out. I know for you USA folk, Case T's just starting to show up. It's not fully in stores, but it's kind of like lingering around. I've seen more posts about it the last couple of days. Actually, it's good that I'm getting this video up on April 1st because today is the release day, the official release day for Case T. Now, obviously, that won't mean it's coming out everywhere, but cases should start coming in. I was actually surprised to see it's out slightly earlier for us in the UK. As home delivery, no, not in store, unfortunately. But for once, and ironically on April Fool's Day, Mattel have got a case out on time. April 1st, pretty much, because people are starting to find it now. It's really nice. Mexico and Australia, I believe, still don't have Case T, and from what I can see, the first reported findings of Case T was Malaysia, but that was like a good month ago now, but understandable. Obviously, they're closer to China, who obviously make these, or sorry, Thailand, I should say. See, I'm so used to saying China. But, yeah, we're going to review Grem today. And here's Acer. Just, I'll bring him back up at the end. I've actually got quite a few Gremlins down here. We are going to compare him to previous versions of Grem, and I've just got a couple of other ones to show off for fun. But for those of you who don't believe me, like, here's the packaging. Here is the packaging. I've kept the blister card on it, just to sort of like put them back in box and whatever. There you go. There you go. I would go over the packaging, but well, Grem artwork that they've been using since 2011, and there's the old China stock image. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an original Grem to compare to. It's other versions of him, but it's more about the colours we're obviously going to look at anyway. But yeah, there you go. That's the close we can get for a China Thailand comparison of, like, the actual thing, because these are other versions of Grem that I've got down here. But they're pretty much close enough for what I can do for this video. So yeah. So let's get into the review of Grem. So Grem is obviously a 1974, I think it was 74, 75, American motor company, Gremlin, and they've even obviously got the, well, actually, funny enough, it says just Grem here, whereas I'm sure on previous models, if I get, this is a Grem with weapon. Yeah, it says Gremlin there, trademark. So I have no idea why it just says Grem. I don't know why they've shortened it, but whatever, because I mean, even on Acer, yeah, it says Pacer, trademark. Sorry, this keeps going in and out of focus. So I have no idea. I have no idea why. No idea why they've just put Grem. But anyway, so yes. Now for Grem, I'm not really gonna go over details and stuff because I've kind of already done that beforehand with Stephen Gremsky and Toga Gremlin on the channel. And what I mean by detail is, of course, I'm not on it. Sorry, I need to adjust the camera because this is just not wanting to focus. There we go. There we go. Now, yeah, so what I mean by detail is not the colours in that, it's just like the detail of like the Gremlin car. I'm not going to go over that in this video because I've already done so before, twice kind of. I don't really want to do it again, because it's just like, well, it's a Gremlin, there's roof racks here and all this and that. What I want to do is, in this video, I want to basically make a direct comparison between China and Thailand with two other versions of Grem with headset and Grem with weapon. And to be honest, I'm trying to decide what to choose to sort of, you know, compare to here. And I suppose we go with Grem with weapon because he was released. It does say 2012 here, but I know that he's pretty much a 2013 release. However, yeah, it does say 3072, so he was produced on the 370 of 2012. So he must have came out this one just at the start of 2013. And then Grem with headset, what does that say? 2054, so the 250 of 2014. So I suppose we should go with the weapon version because that is technically the closest I have to him. I have not made this comparison yet for myself, by the way, so this is a first in hand for me, and this is my first time seeing like everything in terms of what's different in that. So I think the first one we should mention is the colour. Now, kind of like with Acer, on camera it's not really shown up as well. However, the new Thailand one, unlike Acer where it's a lot more of a light green, this one is a bit more of a paler orange, and again, unfortunately, like Acer, he's more glossy than China versions, which just again doesn't make any sense because if you're going off that artwork, you know, he does look like he would be a matte car. So yeah, I'm not too big on that, to be honest. I think the paler. I really wish this would stop going in out of fucking focus. Sorry. Maybe if I turn the flash off. No, because then you can't see it as well. That's the problem. No, because for those of you who don't live in the UK, British summertime has just began here in the UK. If you don't know what that means, our clocks go forward and backwards. Forward at the start of the year, backwards at the end of the year. And because we've now got more daylight, which is fantastic for recording, because of the way the curtains are right now, it's not quite 100% there yet. However, the flash, yeah, you just can't see the details as well, so I'm going to put it back on. Right, so anyway, sorry, colour. I do think this is better for colour. I think the paler is definitely much more accurate. However, as it goes for sort of finish-wise, yeah, the China version is better because it's slightly more matte than this one. This is still a bit too glossy, I think, but it's closer. It's closer. As for the front grille goes, well, obviously they do have different expressions, so we won't really talk about that. However, as usual, obviously you have the eyeliner from Thailand, which, yeah, again, just makes the expression much better, I think, and gives it depth. And not as thick as Acer's, which I'm glad about, because it just, I think they had to tone it down a bit with him. Whereas Grem, it's just like a simple little grey line. Definitely looks better. For the the windshield placer, holder, to be honest, looking at the three of them, they didn't really do Grem's one It's definitely silver on the older ones, but it wasn't as prominent. So you can see it a lot more now, and like as always with Thailand, they've made it grey, which really annoys me because it just doesn't look as nice as the lovely silver. But as the front grills go, well, pretty much they're both still orange. However, as always, silver details become grey details. However, one thing I'm going to give them huge praises for is the bumper detailing. I think this looks so much better than that one. This just kind of looks like painted and blotched on. It doesn't look natural, I think, whereas that is silver, but it's got sort of black and brown specks and looks a lot more rusted. I think it's so much better. As it goes for teeth, well, this is different. However, I didn't notice straight away how fucking awful the expression is on this, because it's literally just him in a squiggly line. See, like, that's a better expression with the teeth, I think. Or even, again, Grem with headset, who he's got slight teeth there. And it kind of keeps more in line with that. However, on the China one, it does appear that squiggly line was still painted. I can't remember, because my original I customized, unfortunately, and painted over the mouth. So I could not tell you if that squiggly line was there on the original. However, from what I can see, yeah, basically, I think the eyes look good, but I just hate the teeth. I just really don't like that squiggly line at all. Obviously, I was going to say the big improvement, however, it seems like they abandoned it at that point. Oh, do I not have any with this J. Kirby Gremlin? Oh, okay, they must have corrected that early on then. No, I was going to say, obviously, they will have changed the bumper to the mouth plate being die-cast rather than plastic. However, from what I can see, well, it's die-cast on this and on the other ones. So, but I do know in the first version of Grem it was plastic. So they must have changed that like a good decade ago then. Well, he is a unibody, and that's what matters. The biggest improvement of detailing that I'm seeing is, well, the little logo on the front here. Now, again, I don't know what it was like on... Okay, pretty much the same. I think that's a little better detail, though. Now, with this, I like how prominent it is, because it's more red. However, that's got a bit more of better intricate detailing, and to be honest, going off that, it should be orange, and the colour's actually technically more accurate. So, but I don't know, I kind of like it on the new one, because was it red on the original, is my question. From what I can see there, that's definitely red, that little bit in the middle. Okay, so maybe it's just always been red on this. So never been accurate then, I guess, technically, so these have always done it better. But anyway, I like how more prominent it is, but it should be that sort of more flatter look. So yeah, expressions are obviously different, but usual eyeliner, and of course it's now a plastic windshield as opposed to die-cast, which again is better because it just looks much more natural and it's not going to chip. The Gremlin logo, I think both look pretty good. However, China's one... Oh shit, sorry, I'm dropping things. China's one's okay. Like, it's definitely more clear. I can see the grain in this one. However, I think this is more clearer. However, I think they've spaced out the Gremlin text on the new one actually a lot better. I think that looks... Space-wise, that's better, but clearer-wise, China wins. As for the top, the roof racks have slightly changed in colour. The new one's much more of a lighter silver than a darker, and going off the artwork, I think the more silver look is actually better. Yeah, I'd say so. Because we're bringing, again, Grandma Fed set. Yeah, they were definitely way too dark. I think, yeah, I do think going off the artwork and that, yeah. Yeah, this new silver is much more better and accurate. They're pretty much the same, like in terms of like shininess. However, they just changed the colours. Like, this is just dark and this is light. I would say that's definitely a lot better. As for the tops, well, it's mainly just the colour you're looking at here, and well, they're not too different. As it goes for the sides, I mean, it would be better to show you a less chipped side, wouldn't it? However, unfortunately, we can't really compare sides here, can we? Because he's got a big fucking rocket attached to the side of him. So I'm going to bring in Grem with headset for that, actually, instead. Because, I mean, I don't know if there's too many differences between these two, actually. I can spot a few little minor things, but not too much. In fact, I could probably use all three of these for dirt detailing. So in terms of the sides, well, we're gonna use all three here for the side. Um, sorry. Well, it's definitely more prominent on the headset one than the weapon one, and in terms of colors, yeah, they're slightly different. I'm gonna take away the headset one because we are trying to compare it to the closest that I have of an early China Grem. But anyway, dirt detailing, I would say the new one is way better. Because I mean, even if you look at the artwork, you can sort of see like all that, just that sort of dirt floating about on his side, and it looks much more natural. I think my problem with those old China Grems was it just sort of came here and it sort of went up, and that was it. It didn't look speckled or natural throughout because it was sort of clean. Um, like all the dirt details like still in the right place, I think, but they've just added a bit more up here, which is nice, and some at the back of here, whereas here it's completely clean. So, yeah, I would say dirt detail and Thailand easily wins that. Looks better, much more natural, I think, especially when you can just compare how clean that is compared to that. This is definitely better. The wheels, unfortunately, they have lost that metallic sheen, which I suppose technically works for a lemon, but these just look too flat and brown, in my opinion. I do think the old China ones definitely are superior to that. Yeah, I just don't like how flat these look at all compared to that. That's kind of gross. And then as for the backs, well, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Thailand's blurry as usual. To be honest, yeah, China's slightly more clearer. However, China's one's not really as good either. Again, bumper wise, I think the new ones are so much better. It's so much more natural compared to that. Because the AMC text, yeah, it's slightly more clearer on the China one, like ever so slightly. However, these, whatever the hell that is, I have no idea. Is it on any of the other ones? Yeah, I can just see it so slightly there under the canister. What about J Kirby? Yeah, he's got it as well. I have no idea what that text is. But to be honest, they're not really. I don't think any is as good as each other. You can see a lot more of the grain here actually. I think that's better and bolder, however, that's clearer, but I still can't read what the hell that says. License plate, they're both pretty good actually. But I would say Talon's one's better because it's sitting up more than that. Yeah, I think I do prefer that, but obviously the license plate reads wrecked, which I think means something. From I can't remember from the car's Wikipedia book. I get grammar headset and I think their back is pretty much the same, but Talon's one's definitely a lot darker. And then as it goes for what would this bring? Well, good way to, and even though it's just the other side. Windows, also they're more grey and opaque now compared to that sort of not translucent, but these just look again much more better and natural, especially when you compare it to the artwork. Yeah, I'd say the windows are better. However, not really a fan of. Well, again, you get all three in, and it's kind of like it's not really amazing, but you compare all three of these like plastic inserts of like the sort of frame of the window, and you can tell that's a different colour, but I think that blends in much better. I'd say this one's the best of the three. That one, that just looks fucking terrible. It's so much lighter compared to the diecast. And again, I know you can't really tell that on camera, but it is there. And again, bases, well, one's slightly lighter. And that is pretty much it. Sorry about that. Yeah, one is basically a lighter base. In terms of date stamps, well, I've already gone over the other two, but the Talon Grem is T52A, so that means he was produced on the very last week. Yes, there are 52 weeks in a year. I'm sure that's correct. He was produced in the last week of 2024. I do like how his wheels are brown. Oh yeah, the wheel. Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. The wheels have completely changed. They're much thicker. Oh yeah. Yeah, because you look how thin and dainty these are compared to the. Oh my god, yeah. They thickened up the wheels, and it's all brown underneath as opposed to being black. Also, I just noticed this is glossy, and that's matte. Definitely prefer the new wheels as well. The wheels are much better. Holy shit. Yeah, they're definitely better. Because that's the thing. Grem was really bad for like getting his axles bent just because of how fucking thin the wheels are. Whereas with these, nah, these are nice and durable. Definitely prefer them. Oh, crap. And we'll just bring in some other gremlins quickly. So obviously we have J. Kirby Gremlin, who's obviously purple. I always liked having these two guys together. This is not my original. This is one I found a few weeks ago for like a couple of pounds. Or my partner found a couple... my partner found this at a Comic-Con a couple of weeks ago for like £3. I was like, I'll grab that for me, please. This so I can make him into another gremlin. I do have my original from when I was a kid. I do wonder, when's this from, actually? V2808. If that's the date stamp, that would mean 2018. That can't be right, surely. Yeah, so I always loved having these two together. Unfortunately, I do not have Tyler Gremlin, as he is stupidly rare. We got Toga, who's a really lovely colour. If you look at their backs, actually, they're pretty much the same orange. And is it Stefan Gremsky? Stefan Gremsky, I have no idea how you say it. But yeah. Looking pretty swish. Yeah. Look pretty good together. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of Thailand Grem. And this video has been quite long, 22 minutes. A lot longer than I expected it to be. But it's fucking Grem. He is back finally after... I don't even think to say that for once throughout the video. He has not been released since 2012. Can you fucking believe it? 2012. How? How has he not been released since 2012? I don't get it. He is like one of the main characters in the film, and this is his first time as a single since that fucking mainline. Granted, he was releasing a lot of multi-packs and that, so he got a fair share of few releases, but just as a single... since 2012, because ever since then, it's been other versions of Grem. We have not had the regular one. Acer got released a lot more. And just put them back together. I mean, yeah, this is just fantastic. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am with these two, because it was so nostalgic putting them together again. It's just like, oh yeah, kisses, no. It was just so nostalgic putting them together again. It's like, I'm so glad that despite how underwhelming this year's mainline is, and despite, you know, there's not a lot of new cars, I'm so glad that they re-released two iconic characters from Cars 2, which are starting to become pretty nostalgic now for a lot of people. And they just look amazing together. I even pulled out some of my Thailand variants from Cars 2 of other characters like Lightning McQueen with Racing Wheels, Francesco, Palace Danger Finn, Holly Schiffwell, and Mater with Headset, who are obviously all from that 5-pack, but I've also got Rod Turk Redline there, and Jerome Rant, and I've got the Lights and Sounds Finn McMissile with magnetic tires. And they're all just sitting there together, and oh my god. They just look so cool together, so nostalgic, all of them. Oh, honestly, I love it. But really happy to have these two together. I cannot believe in the span of a week I got this and Grem, because Acer obviously I knew I was going to get first, but the fact I just got Grem literally 5 days later is just mental to me, because I did not expect to have this pairing together so soon. It's amazing. And also, this would have been a great 2-pack for this year. I do not get why they did not make this as a 2-pack. Very simple and easy way, because I don't think they've ever been releasing a 2-pack together. It's just their regular selves. But yeah, happy to have Acer and Grem back together. After, 12 years probably for me. So, yeah. Anyway, that is my review of Thailand Grem. This video has gone on forever. I'm so sorry. But I just had to just get this guy reviewed and talk a lot about him, because he's just so special to me. But yeah, and I do prefer his design to Acer. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.